All right, so normally we would go to an interview now, but we actually had a last minute interview cancellation that was completely beyond our control. So I thought, why don't we go to the phones and see what's on people's minds? Not something we usually do on
No?
the Wednesday show, but let's do it. 617-830-4750 is the number. Listen for your area code because you won't hear like a beep when I put you on. So listen for your area code. First callers from the 404 area code. 404 caller, tell us who this is and what's on your mind.
Hi, David. This is Jeff from Atlanta. How you doing?
Good. Go ahead, Jeff.
Good, good. I was just calling to ask you a couple questions about your progressive policies. If you were in favor of Medicare for all, $15 minimum wage, Indian awards, that sort of thing. I've seen a lot of your videos, and I'm just trying to nail down where you stand on those issues.
Yeah, I've been pretty clear about all those issues. I'm for a system of healthcare where everybody gets at least a basic level of care regardless of ability to pay. I think healthcare should be taken, health insurance should be taken out of the so-called free market or profit market. I have not been definitive about whether 15 is the exact right minimum wage, but I do think it needs to be closer to a living wage. What other questions did you have?
If you support the ending all the interventionist wars in Iraq, Yemen, Afghanistan, just because we're creating more terrorists that way as well.
Yep. I mean, generally speaking, I'm not an isolationist, but I don't believe that the United States
Abs-
should be or necessarily even has the right to be the world's police officer.
Well, absolutely, because I mean, if you look at before the Obama administration, we were in two conflicts, and after the Obama administration, we're involved in seven, and now Trump has ramped that up to almost 10 with
Yeah.
the
That can also be
Niger.
deceptive. Also, I mean, it's important to talk about the degrees to which we're involved in those conflicts, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I just feel that there isn't any public voices on the mainstream media and talk about these issues, and that's why I constantly keep bringing them up with others,
Yeah.
because everyone's still focused on irrelevant issues like who won the election and why they won the election instead of moving forward and say, hey, Democrats, you need to focus on progressive policies and not just being anti-Trump.
I agree with you. I agree with you, particularly because you don't know what will ultimately come of the Trump-Russia investigation. You've got to have something to run on. You've got to be able to make a case in 2018. Jeff, I appreciate the call. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, every now and then you got to tout your progressive credentials, and I'm glad that Jeff gave you the opportunity to do so.
Yes, it really teed a few up for me there. I like that.